Peace be upon you, dear brothers and sisters. Thank you for being here and for opening your hearts. Today, I want to share with you a real story, one of patience, faith, and a mother's courage, so listen closely. For within it is a reminder that Allah's mercy is always greater than our fears. The doctor said there is no pulse. The tests confirmed it. The family insisted. But one woman refused to believe that life had ended, and what the final ultrasound revealed stunned everyone in the room. When science declared he is dead and fear whispered, "Save yourself," one Egyptian mother placed her trust in Allah alone and witnessed a miracle that medicine could not explain. The title of today's story is When Doctors Said No, God Said Yes. This is an Egyptian sister. She says, "I am married and I have children. I felt that there was difficulty in breathing starting to come to me and pain in my throat, so I went to get checked. The group told me that you have a tumor. This tumor is pressing on the windpipe, so it is affecting your breathing. We must do an X-ray for you and see the situation of this tumor, and you must go into surgery." So, she said, "I have no objection, let's go." Anyway, they came to make her sign a paper. This paper was about the subject of the X-ray and the CT scan, which has dye and no dye. This is a type of X-ray that needs a specific radioactive dye so they can see the condition of the disease. When she came to sign the paper, it was written on the paper about a pregnancy test. She must check for pregnancy. Why? Because there would be danger if there were a pregnancy, danger to the fetus from the subject of this CT scan and the subject of the dyes. So she said to the employee, "I am sure that I am not pregnant." He said to her, "On your responsibility?" She said, "On my responsibility." He said, "Right." She wrote and signed. Anyway, I took the dye. The time for the operation was set and I actually went into the operation. The surgery was done for me, the surgery to remove the tumor that was behind the windpipe. Thanks to Allah, Lord of the worlds, I recovered, and then I left the hospital. I felt tired after a week or so. I felt tiredness, weakness, and nausea. So I went and got checked. I discovered that I was pregnant and that all the periods of X-rays I took and the anesthesia and everything happened while I was pregnant. So the pain of conscience tired me out. How did I commit a crime against this child? Because the X-ray that is taken is dangerous for the child. And these colors dyes that are put in the blood are dangerous for the child. It could cause him complications. She says, "Anyway, I went and checked with an ultrasound doctor. She said to me, there is no pulse. The boy is dead." She says, "I was in very much pain." I said, "It cannot be, it cannot be." She said, "I swear the boy is dead and you must abort him so that you don't get blood poisoning." She says, "I was not convinced." I went and did a second test. They call it the hormone test to confirm the pregnancy hormones. They checked her. They also said the hormones indicate that the child is dead. She says, "My sisters and my mother were insisting on me. Oh, so and so. You, thank God, Lord of the worlds, have children. Why are you insisting on this boy?" She said, "I am insisting on him because I am the one who caused this to him. I want him to live. I will bear his life." They said, maybe even if he was alive, maybe he would be afflicted with mental retardation, afflicted with diseases. She said, "I will bear it and go with him through the whole world and bear it because I am the one who caused this to him." She says, "I was turning to God, glory be to him, and praying to him and begging him. I asked him, glory be to him. Anyway, my family convinced me that you must bring him down, abort him to preserve your health, and so you don't kill yourself. The doctors already told you he is dead." She says, "I went to a female doctor and said to her, 'Oh doctor, I am coming to bring him down because they told me he is dead.' So the doctor said to her, 'Oh, sister, among the requests is an ultrasound scan. So what do you think? Since you have paid the price of the ultrasound, let me check for you.' She told her to go ahead. She checked. Then the doctor said to her, 'Oh, sister, there is a pulse. The boy is alive.' She said, 'The boy is alive.' She said, 'Alive.' Her sister, who was with her, said to her, 'Oh, sister, if he is alive, he will come out retarded and tired. Oh, sister, save yourself.' She says, then the doctor said to her, 'No, it is not permissible.' The doctor and her sister started arguing. She says, 'I told them, enough, be quiet. The decision is mine. I want him, and I will bear the responsibility.' And actually, she continued pregnant with him until she reached the 8th month. And when she finished the 8th month, severe bleeding came to her. She was admitted to the hospital, and a surgery was done for her quickly, and the boy was extracted between death and life. She says, while I was in the hospital and I was bleeding, I was begging the doctor, telling him, 'Oh doctor, please, please, pay attention to my boy.' The doctor says to her, 'Oh sister, is this your first boy?' She said, 'No.' He said, 'Okay, enough, care for yourself. Your condition is difficult, care for yourself now.' She said, "No, please. Care for him more than me." What happened is that the boy was born and is 100% healthy. God, glory be to him, saved him. The sister says this boy came out thanks to Allah and His grace. In fact, he is the most handsome and the smartest of his brothers, and full of activity and vitality, and whoever relies on God, He is sufficient for him. Glory be to God, the highest, the greatest. Here are 3 clear and powerful lessons drawn from the story. 1. True reliance on Allah brings relief beyond human limits. When doctors, tests, and people all said the child was dead, the mother placed her trust in Allah alone, and Allah showed that His power is above all causes. 2. A mother's mercy and sense of responsibility are unmatched. Even when she believed the child was harmed because of her, she chose sacrifice over comfort and accepted hardship rather than abandoning an innocent life. 3. Human knowledge is limited, but Allah's decree is perfect. Medical certainty failed, predictions were wrong, yet Allah's will prevailed, reminding us that outcomes are not in human hands, but in His alone. If this story touched your heart, take a moment to thank Allah for His mercy. Share this video with someone who needs hope today, and let this reminder strengthen their trust in Him. If you believe in the power of real stories and sincere faith, like this video, leave a comment with like and subscribe so these reminders can reach more hearts. Help this story become a means of guidance. Share it, reflect on its lessons, and support this channel so we can continue spreading stories that revive faith and remind us to rely on Allah alone.